In your company data, you can advance to a new fiscal period or even a new year when you need to begin to enter data for the new period or year. When you're confident the prior year's data is complete, use a simple wizard to archive the current fiscal year data. In this lesson, you see how to archive your fiscal year data and learn what's important when you archive. To ensure your archive goes smoothly, complete the processes outlined in this lesson before you archive.
Use the information in the Database and Administration Guide found under your Home and Resources and Product Documents as a resource. Chapter 5 of this guide includes details about archiving data.
To archive a specific company, you must be set up as a company administrator for that company. Your system administrator can do this through the database administration. When you advance the period during the archive process, you must set the default posting period to at least period 1 of the year that follows the year being archived. Verify that all journal entries for the fiscal year you want to archive are entered. The archive process takes place in Database Administration. Log into Database Administration for Sage 100 Contractor to begin the archive process. In Database Administration, select Archive Company Data. The data archive process removes the oldest fiscal year of data from your current company and places the data in a separate archive company. Therefore, before you archive a fiscal year, ensure the current period in the company being archived is not in the same fiscal year. For example, if you want to archive fiscal year 2020, the current period in the company data should be in period 1 of 2021. Select Archive Oldest Fiscal Year. Select the company you want to archive from the list. All companies for which you are a company administrator display in the list. When you archive company data, the program removes the accounting data for the oldest fiscal year. After you select the company, the text below displays the year the program will archive. Select Create Archive to begin the archive process. The Archive Data Wizard opens. The wizard makes archiving your data a cinch. Review the information on the Before You Begin tab, then click Next to begin. On the Preparation tab, you see the steps the wizard goes through to prepare. Click Begin Preparation to start. The first step in the preparation is to run maintenance on the data files. Next, the program audits the general ledger and inventory and creates a temporary backup of the files. If any audit errors are found, you can click the View Results link to print a copy of the audit report.
Remember, you must correct any audit errors before you can archive the year.
You may need to contact customer support to help resolve some audit errors. The wizard displays a green check mark, an orange exclamation point, or a red X after each task the program performs. A green check mark indicates that a task ran successfully without any errors. An orange exclamation point indicates the wizard found issues while performing the task. Review these issues before you continue with the archive process. To do this, click the View Results link. Note that errors with the exclamation point do not prevent you from archiving the data. A red X indicates that a task failed. You cannot proceed with this type of an issue without correcting the error. To view the results of the task, click the View Results link that displays to the right of the task. When the issue is resolved, click Resume Preparation to continue with the archive process. The last task the wizard performs before archiving is to create a backup. This is not meant to be in place of a normal backup that you performed before you began the archive process. After the wizard completes the tasks successfully, click Next. On the Maintenance Options tab, you choose which actions to perform during the archive. Select all the options you want to include. You can remove jobs with a closed or refused status. This also includes all records related to the job, such as purchase orders, subcontracts, budgets, and invoices. You can also remove payable invoices with a paid or void status that have no job number. Another option is to remove service invoices with a paid, completed, or void status prior to a specific date. If you do not have the Service Receivable Invoice module, this option does not display. Finally, you can remove purchase orders with a closed status that have no job number prior to a specific date. After you make your selections, click Next. The final tab is Archive Data. During this task, the program actually creates the archive company. An archived company is an exact copy of the company at this point in time. On the Archive Data window, type a name for the company archive. You'll see this in the Company List window when you select to show archives. A naming convention might include the year for the fiscal year you archive in this process. After you complete the name, click Begin Archiving. A reminder message displays to let you know your company's fiscal year is about to be closed. It's important you ensure you have at least one full backup before you continue. When you're ready, click Yes to continue. The first step is to create the company archive. Then the archive is verified and the fiscal year is removed. Finally, the current company folder is verified. The archive data step is now complete. Click Next to finish the archive. A message displays that archiving is complete, with some additional messages you should review. If you have further accounting adjustments to make for the year you just archived, you must open the company archive to make those entries. Then open the current company file and make the same entry, but post to the prior year. Click Close to exit the archive wizard. Let's take a minute to look at the Manage Period Availability window in 1/6 Period and Fiscal Year Management. Periods 1 through 12 of the current fiscal year have a status of open and are available for posting. Looking at the last year that was archived, Period 0, which you use for prior year adjustments, is still available for the fiscal year that was archived. In the 1/6 window, notice the Archive Fiscal Year button is now grayed out and unavailable. In this lesson, you learned how to archive your company data.